Action News Chief Meteorologist Dennis Phillips. Obviously, this is the biggest issue that we'll be dealing with over the next 3 or 4 days. This is expected to be a major hurricane at landfall, potentially even Category 4. We could see a significant surge for some areas. And our area, winds, we do not expect hurricane force winds in our area, at least sustained hurricane force winds. We see gusts, 60, 65. All right, some power outages in the afternoon and evening, but the water is the issue, not rainwater, the surge. Water pushed in from the Gulf to our coastal areas, which could be as high, in some cases, as 8 to 12 feet.
What's up, guys? My name is Matt Light, and I've lived in Sarasota for 25 years, and I have been through many different hurricanes. But this one was different than anything that I can personally remember, really due to the storm surge. I remember as a kid learning about surge, but we never actually experienced it here in Sarasota. And today, I'm gonna take you through a few different areas in Sarasota, especially Siesta Key and downtown from Hurricane Helene. Those of you joining the channel for the first time, welcome. Make sure to jump on my monthly newsletter, which is linked in the video description below, where I send out all new things happening here in Sarasota every month. But now, let's get to the hurricane aftermath.
Hurricane surge in Siesta, Florida. It's a little hairy.
I'm at Siesta Key Public Beach. I just talked to somebody who works for Parks and Rec assessing the situation, and he said power's off, pretty much power and water off on the entire key, so they're not going to open anything up until they can get at least the workers back out here to work. But he said water came up pretty high last night, and I'm going to show you what the beach looks like now. As you can see, the water has receded pretty far. Wow, look at the lifeguard stand. That's wild. Almost looks like the Atlantic Ocean right now. Never see waves like that out here. So in all the condos that I'm finding that are on the Gulf side, I mean, everything's still in water. This is 10:45 a.m. on Friday, the day after. So you can see here we are in the Siesta Key Village, and what's crazy is any time that you see right now water, I can say with a lot of confidence it is probably not from rain, it is from surge. So also, anytime you see debris like that, that's from a surge. That's from water coming up. You can see how high it is on that building. That building, it was up probably above where that window is right there. Driving around Siesta Key, you can see what the surge did. Like, look at this sand. Hard to see out the window, but just moved everything. So that looks like the station where they're, command station, if you will, where they're going to be getting people on and off the island, because a lot of the roads are flooded. And so I'm sure that if people are inside, they've got to get them out. Oh man, all those boats are on the ground. So you can clearly see that Siesta Key did not fare well with the storm surge. But let's jump over to downtown. Here we are at Main Street. Everything this morning looks to have very minimal damage until we get closer to the condos that are on the water. I talked to a local resident who is here and she told me everything about it. So let me turn the camera around and tell you exactly what happened here last night with the storm surge. She said the water came right through here. This is Sunset Drive. And it started coming up this way. You can see how high the water came. I mean, that's at least 4 feet on that wall. And then it started coming in there. So she said her condo, this building, the first floor, the water came in, but not that high. It started coming in on both sides. So obviously they don't have any power. This unit, this building over here doesn't have any power either. But it came in a little bit on the first floor, but not significantly. It was more so just kind of out here coming in from the streets. They have closed down the Ringling Bridge. I assume obviously that means there's flooding out on St. Armands, so there's no way to get out there. I know some of that footage is pretty crazy, but how did essentially every other area of Sarasota fare? Well, pretty well. Palmer Ranch, Lakewood Ranch, Central Sarasota, North, South. There's the occasional tree branch or fallen tree, but honestly, that's about it. All the new construction communities that you probably recognize me and have seen my videos on, they're all back up and running and back to normal. And again, all of the main damage was mainly sustained from the storm surge, which is unfortunately something that you can't really prepare for. Listen, thanks for taking the time today to watch this video. Make sure to subscribe and I'll see you in the next one.